Yeah, hello everybody and welcome back to Pyre. It's been a little while. Tizo wants to speak to us. Last time, we ended up facing against the snakes that did things, including Sir Gilman. And some, like, long story short, it was a pretty cool fight. I had a lot of fun with it. And we're coming up to a point where we're going to meet a new character. Before we do that, though, we do need to talk to our friend Tizo. Tizo has been in a rather cheerful mood since being out at sea, and seems pleased to see you. Oh, that's good. I mean, like, I get the feeling he just likes, you know, to fish. It might have something to do with his nest having a little stuffed fishy in there. Tizo's grateful at having had the opportunity to catch a fish for old time's sake. Tizo's asking if you want to know why he loves fishing so much. Yes, please. You sense his inquiry is rhetorical in nature, so you anticipate his response. Oh. Well then. Apparently Tizo loves catching fish and he hates them. Because, you know, and everything they stand for reasons. He has devoted his life to the eradication of their kind ever since they killed his family. That's actually very sad. How did a fish kill his... That is sad. Tizo, I came here for laughs and for ball games. I didn't expect the feels. He seems on the verge of tears, though as far as you are aware, imps cannot cry. Then he leers at you, eyes wide, expecting a response. It seems he told you a joke. That's a hilarious joke. Tizo looks like he could use some encouragement, assuming what he said was, in fact, a jest. It was a noble effort, though perhaps you do not yet fully grasp the nuance of imp humor. Or now is not the time for Tizo to be making jokes. You're on a very serious quest. Yeah, screw that answer. I'll go out and laugh heartily. You muster your best belly laugh following Tizo's joke. He stares at you sidelong for a moment. Frog. Tizo admits the real reason he loves catching fish is because Falcon Ron pays a lot of soul for them. That makes sense. He snickers back at you and bounces off. You gain +1 hope for the next ride. Okay, you know what? That's an outcome I could be happy with. I'm fine with that. Yeah, he's got a little fishy here. So yeah, he just looks like, you know, he likes catching them because it makes money for him. Sweet, why wouldn't you? All right, so now we get our options. We are heading towards this crazy storm here that you see in the upper right corner. We're gonna need help. The north current towards Stormwall passes by old carcasses of ships long gone. Rookie spotted a wreckage in the area and believes there could be valuables to find. Tempting. Or we could go towards someplace where Tizo wants us to go. Very eager to see the wagon head in this direction, you say. You know, we could use some valuables. Let's head to Ragged Rock. I think that, unlike my first playthrough, I'm going to try to put a little bit more of an emphasis on using Falcon Ron's shop and getting some pretty sweet artifacts, but we'll see. The remnants of the shattered fleet do little to raise the confidence of your companions, given that the massive Deathless Tempest rages to the north, not far from your position. We ought to be more concerned with that storm than finding trinkets, Greentail. Oh, relax already, Jody, and let me do my job. I don't show up when you're out there keeping watch and start telling you off to come off it, huh? Do I? That was words that I used. You interrupt me in the middle of my work no fewer than 4 times per day. They go on like this for some time before turning to you. Investigating the wreckage is going to take time, but you may find something to show for it. Let's try it. You suggest it may be well worthwhile to continue searching through the wreckage after having come this far. Rookie grins wide. Knew you'd see it my way, chum. Now, let's see what we can get. After an exhaustive search... sorry, chum. I think I was just chasing the refraction of the sun or something. There's, nothing down there. Jordario fumes at all of this, but says nothing. Jordario lost 1 hope for the next right. God damn it, Rookie. You know what? That's what I get for chasing after valuables. I'm a little mad. I was expecting dough, and all I got was no. I'm a little upset. You and your companions look upon the Deathless Tempest. The stars demand you sail beyond it, yet the very thought is beyond reason. Then, something in the nearby water stirs, and from it springs something familiar. Hold, good ladies and good sirs! This knight beseeches you to hear him, if you please. What is it now, worm? The rites are ended. We have no further need of you. Oh, but you do! And in turn, this knight has further need of you, good lady! Out with it, then. Let us be joined! Let this knight join you, please! Can you believe this headwind? Not really, no. Nay, look ye not so surprised! Your valor in the rites did stir this poor knight's soul. he swears to you, upon his long-lost honor as a would-be knight-errant of the Sea Dominion, that he shall serve you to the end. What about your other worm friends back there, the Pyre Hearts? They are base cowards! This knight could no longer abide such spineless characters, having witnessed the true glory in our clash upon the hulk of Ores. Never before have we been trounced so thoroughly. And furthermore, this knight shall aid your passage through the deathless tempest. Is it not so that you seek passage to the north? With this knight's aid, you shall achieve your wish! Sir Gilman continues to persuade you for quite some time. He seems to know a way to cross the storm, some sort of long-held secret among worms exiled to these waters. Jodario pulls the rest of you aside, after Hedwyn gives her a look. Are you sure, most sure, that Sandalwood would want this thing along? Mostly sure. Sandalwood wants someone for each mask, and this one seems about as good as we're going to get. Jodario glowers back at the worm, who tries his best to look presentable. Hedwyn is more gracious. He tells Sir Gilman that if he promises to help you across the Deathless Tempest, then he can come along. For now. This knight is overjoyed! And he hereby swears to see you pass the storm. Though first, this knight requires your consent. Give unto this knight your blessings, in the name of the Nightwings, and thus shall he go forth. Sir Gilman seems to be asking your permission for something. Sure? Like, why not? I can follow, but apparently I can't. I don't know. As you begin to say something in response, Sir Gilman cries out in triumph. As he vanishes into the depths. Sorry, he vanishes into the depths. Yet, through this close encounter with him, you cling to some sense of where he is going and what he intends to do. Sir Gilman is determined, to help you cross the Deathless Tempest. Sweet, let's go. Oh, sweet. Apparently, Sir Gilman has an aura trail that extends behind that you can use B to snap to the end of his trail again. You'll see that in just a moment. As soon as everything loads. Hello, darkness, my old friend. Here we are. Determined to prove himself to you in the Nightwings, Sir Gilman emerges somewhere in the outer reaches of the Sea of Solace and calls out to you. Master Raider! If you can hear this knight, then, he implores you now, lend him your guidance. This knight's objective ought be not far east of here. Today, we shall bring peace to the embroiled sea. Know, however, that among this knight's brethren, the actions we are about to take are highly forbidden, but they are highly just. I love this guy so much. Thus, Sir Gilman sets forth to quell the storm that rages to the north. So all we have to do is traverse the reef. We are told how to be able to do everything that we have going on right now. We have to jump here, that's fine. Jump here. It's effectively teaching you how to play the character, but I like it. Hark! Yonder lie the foul spawn of the unfathomed plurns, boiling the seas with their wrath. So the unfathomed plurns, the sea titan, once slain by the scribe under King Ores, her brood lies dormant in the sea. Okay. Exiled worms within these waters have long harbored these abominations, using them to bar passage through the downside's channels, save for any of the knight's own kind. Begone now from here, fiends! This night shall finish what the Under King Ores started. Alright, then let's go. Oh, we just have to, like... We have to just burst the bubbles. Yep, sweet, please. I would like to, thank you. Let's go. Very, very quickly, obviously. Zoop! That actually did a little bit of work. Now, the thing with this character is that he's just incredibly fast. Like, incredibly fast. It's actually disgusting how fast he is. He's tricky in the sense that you have to use his snap, like the part where you flash back to the beginning of your trail, at exactly the right time to be able to catch a lot of people. He's neat. I like it a lot. Well, you'll see what I mean when we get into an actual fight, but, hold on. Hold it right there, you traitorous slug. How dare you turn your back on this knight to your superior? Superior by rank no longer, for we no longer serve the Commonwealth, last this knight checked. Here you hold no sway over this knight. Yeah, what have you done to the spawn? Have you no honor left at all? This knight has done that which required doing. His honor cannot sink much lower anyhow. He figured this would be an ideal time to free himself from servitude to you. Why you dare to start the tempest for those Nightwings? Good Sir Deluge. This knight was born to dare. Now come and fight this night, if you so dare as well. Ah! Firehearts! Banish him! This is an order! Alright, time to actually kill these guys. Excuse me. Whoop! There goes one or two of them. Don't mind me. Whoop! Yoop! The trick here is that you actually have a much wider snapback range than you do, an aura size. Your aura size, if you've noticed, is actually incredibly small. It's the snapback that allows you to really catch people. What now, Sir Deluge? Shall you not face this knight yourself and leave the dirty work unto your charges? Fine, Gilman. You wish to stand against your commander, then have it your way. Sir Marsh, Lady Seagrass, to me! Banish this troublemaker. Oh yes, that's the worst you can come up with, this troublemaker? This guy's not intelligent. Zap. You are master of this night no longer, Sir Deluge. Thus, shatter our fraternal bonds. This knight would say it is an honor serving you, Sir Deluge, but that would be a bald-faced lie. And yet another stain upon his blackened reputation. Until we meet again. Wait, you lowly traitor! This knight will have your head! Gilman! This guy is so bad. Like, honestly, Sir Deluge is... It's a wonder that they are just... I don't understand it. As the day wears on, there's still no sign of the Worm Knight. Your companions grow restless. But then... Hail! This knight returns with newfound tales to tell, and new scars to show for them. Last I checked, we can't get touched, so... Sir Gilman is sopping wet and visibly shaken. He struggles to maintain decorum. Yet, he is, in short, the very image of a Worm Knight. And more importantly, that little Tempest ought no longer pose a threat for now. Behold! As if on cue, the deathless Tempest begins to simmer and subside. Deathless no longer. Would you look at that? He really did it. Of course this knight did it! Now, if it would be alright with you, this knight could really use some shut-eye. The Worm Knight then collapses in exhaustion. You and Hedwyn help him up. A deal's a deal, Sir Gilman. Welcome to the Nightwings. Huzzah! Sir Gilman joined the group. He also revealed a path north for you. Bid him welcome. So, that worked out just fine. And Sir Gilman is just the greatest. He's got an attitude that just, it makes me a happy man. I don't think there's a single person that could dislike him actively without coming across as a bit of a jerk. So, here we are in the actual Deathless Tempest. It looks a little bit weird, but like any other part of this game, it's gorgeous. With Sir Gilman's aid, he managed to breach the Tempest. You were true to your word, Worm. I shall give you that. But now what? We are stranded in this cursed storm. A most excellent question, and from one most fair. Call me that once more, and I shall tie you into a knot. Ah, and from one most spirited as well. This knight was wise to side with ye. Just, where do we turn from here? Answer the question now. Sir Gilman does no such thing, although eventually he does make note of a specific current that should lead you to the lands beyond. If I may, I can corroborate Sir Gilman's account. We are close to making landfall. Then let me be the first to say, let's go! Like, how could you not? You're on the verge of sailing across the Sea of Solace. Yay. Say, Tarek? Aye, Rookie, what is it? That loot you're always carrying around. You know how to play that thing, don't you? Why, I suppose I do. Good, because I was thinking it was a little gloomy here. We could use a little tune to lighten up the mood, you know what I mean? Aye. Then let me see what I can do.
Before the salt and roiling sea, the moon began to cry. The valley ran with sorrowful tears and filled the waters high. The misty morning over the brine relies a leaden sky. The stars chill until the evening rise. Oh, oh, oh,
At last your wagon rumbles onto solid, jagged ground. The land, called the Black Basin. Black glass, searing vapor, and strangling forests mark the forsaken lands that loom across the sea. That's what the Black Basin is. Amazing. Sounds like a cheery place. We'll set up shop immediately. Make happy funland for the kids. Your fellow exiles unpack the wagon so you can take stock of how best to reach your destination. Oh, we got somebody in here, though. Gilman, how's it going? You got your crest here. Very cool. What's up, buddy? You approach Sir Gilman, who must have just finished practicing his fencing maneuvers. He regards you with his single eye. Hail, Master Reader! This knight is determined to train harder, having joined the famous Nightwings. He shall ensure that this triumvirate continues to live up to its most feared reputation. This is such an honor! And this knight has a great deal of honor to regain. Having fled the Pyre Hearts, this knight fully expects now to conduct the rites in a most honorable fashion, to the fullest letter of the law described within the books. Some triumvirates this knight has met, and perchance mentioned by name. They are inclined to bend the rules a bit, sometimes a lot, and to prevail by any means they can. But this is wrong! The exile who refuses to obey the rules, as they are written by the Under King Oris and his 7 friends, deserve neither his honor nor his freedom. Thusly does this knight have the confidence the Master Reader shall resist any temptations to conduct the rites in any underhanded fashion. Now then, this knight must undergo a thorough cleansing, having trained until the point of foulness. So please, excuse him, Master Reader. He slithers off, humming some sort of chivalrous tune. Oh, let's keep going. You find that Hedwyn has asked for several volunteers to scout the area and report back. Alright everyone, don't get too far and let's meet back by dusk. Please use caution. The exiles dwelling in these lands are, well, rather territorial. For your part, you remain with the Black Wagon to keep watch. You see occasional dark shapes soaring across the sky, but none of them draw near enough for you to see in any detail. Eventually, your companions make their way back, and everyone arrives as planned, or earlier. Hi, everyone! I'm back! I've come back! May returns from the east with little to report, save for word that the glowing molten rock there is very, very hot. This knight yet lives! Although he has little else to report. The newest member of the group, Sir Gilman, returns from the northern pass, visibly shaken. He appears to have discovered an intense fear of heights. What do you have to say about that? Tizo wonders whether any species of fish lives in the pools or rock nearby. The limp Tizo seems disappointed to have left water behind. He remains with you near the wagon. There is a western pass that seems traversable. If we travel by the light of dawn, the shadows and the crags may well cover our advance against whomever may be watching. Begging your pardon, I do not wish to contradict your strategy, madam, though in my experience we shall not remain hidden for long during the climb towards the nest of Trieste. So what's the nest of Trieste? According to the stars, the next rite shall commence here. Lovely. The exiles of the High-Wing remnants. You may have no love for them, inherently, but they have no such qualms with me for now. I may be able to negotiate safe passage. So, the High-Wing remnants are the last surviving faction of the Winged Harps, the ancient enemies of the Commonwealth. Ooh, not the ancient enemies. They are as coarse as their feathers, they hold themselves superior. Okay, so big, high-ranking religious guys particularly upset against the other people. Negotiate with them. Then Hedwyn steps in as the lone minstrel bows and backs away. Hey, let's not decide on this just yet. We're not going anywhere right now. That much we can agree on. We'll decide how best to go ahead come morning. For now, let's take a look at the rest of the afternoon and get our bearings. Jodario glares at the sky as everyone else disperses. Alright, so we got time to practice vocations. We can go for money, we can go for a little bit of private study, or we can mentor somebody. Before we do any of that, I think it might be a good idea to see where everyone's experience currently lies. If we mentor Hedwin, he'll level up, which is good. I'm not sure about Ruki. May definitely won't. Tiza will. Gilman will. And I think that Gilman could actually use the mentoring, considering. You know what? That's what we'll do. Mentor companion. So, Gilman needs the help out of all the bunches. He needs at least a talent. Having gleaned knowledge from the Book of Rites, you can impart some of its teachings. As each exile's path towards enlightenment is personal, you'll have to mentor them one at a time. Let's go. This knight shall be your eager protege! You illustrate to Sir Gilman some of the intricacies of the rites, focusing on how all three in a triumvirate can move and act as one mind. You sense he grasps some of the concepts. Thank you. Huzzah! Great wisdom clouds over this knight's entire consciousness. So, Gilman, I'm glad that you're happy. Let's see what we get. If Sir Gilman and his allies are banished, he shall instantly return. Neat. After Sir Gilman banishes an adversary, one of his banished allies shall instantly return. So, those are both good. What do? For 10 seconds after banishing an adversary, Sir Gilman deals an additional 10 damage to the enemy Pyre, or after using his slash, he instantly recovers all of his stamina. Ooh, those are good. What about your middle tier stuff? After using his slash, he can use it again to instantly return to his previous position. That seems really good. Or a bigger AoE on the slash. What else do we get? Ooh, So there's a vein here where this is just super tricky, but if you can get it to work, this could be awesome. This is much more simple to use and incredibly effective. I think that in our case, we're going to want to start off with Avenging Aid and then maybe start digging into the left side here. Just because like some of these are really good, especially the idea that if all of his allies are banished, he moves faster than usual and has infinite stamina. You can practically keep you can keep everybody else dead on the other side the entire time that way if you're good about it. Now with that said, it is again trickier to use, and it's going to be incredibly hard to use if the slash's boundaries remain where they are, which is rather short. So yeah, we'll use Avenging 8 to start. Wow! This knight has never before understood the value of the written word. Oh, you don't read much, do you? Okay, good to know for future reference. So, what I think we're going to do is we're actually going to, if he gets up to enlightenment level of 4, we're going to go 2 and 2. So that way he has a wider, like, slash range, but then every time everybody else dies, he comes back, then he can kill people to get stuff, people back. And then on top of that, like, he gets all of his stamina. Like, it's a good idea. So we have two options here. We can either do what Jordario wants, or we can trust in Tarek. I think I want to trust in Tarek here. I don't want to be afraid of meeting the people here, because that seems sneaky and weird. I'd rather not. Show yourselves, you frightened little birds! All day long, winged shadows cross the sun. You are being watched. Jordario is very unhappy about it, though the lone minstrel now attempts to calm her. Perhaps I can communicate with them. Please believe me, madam, when I say that your enmity, thank you, towards the harps had best be held in check here. Jordario looks at him with fury in her eyes, yet he retains his calm demeanor. Soon she grants his request with a silent gesture. Then he calls towards the heavens. Good sisters! We are but humble travelers, such as you, and beg your leave. We journeyed by the sea and seek safe passage through your lands. We shall not disturb your hunting or your nests. The request is met with nothing but silence. You search in vain for any indication of acknowledgement. Then, without notice, one of them appears. She swoops the minstrel up and out of sight before Jordario can respond. Damnation! Wait here, I shall go find him. For a long, terrible moment, you are alone with your panic. Soon, however, the lone minstrel returns amid the sound of flapping wings. He dusts his cloak and calls out towards them. We thank you for your hospitality, good sisters. We shall be on our way, even. Having seen this, Jordario returns, sullen. The exiles of the High Wing remnants are letting you pass. For now. It seems they are having some dispute within the ranks and wish no further troubles for the time. It is a warning, one that leaves Jodario fuming. And -4 hope for the next right. That's terrible! Alright, so we are not using Jody next time. Good to know. That is really unfortunate. As you arrive at the Nest of Trieste, where the next rite is soon to commence. Sorry, at last you arrive at the nest. It's as if I don't read anymore. You cannot shake the feeling that unseen eyes watch your wagon's ascent and remain watching now. Oh, Falcon Ron, buddy, we literally have nothing for you.
Oh, hey, you guys. What brings you way out here? No, wait, don't tell me. I don't want to know. All I want is you to get the best deals in the downside.
Well, Righteous Flame. We get Lifesteal. And we can banish people for longer. Neat. We don't have a lot of money right now. I'm not thrilled about this. I think we have to kind of leave it. Sorry, Ron.
Come back when you're gonna buy something.
Oh, sorry. I just wanted to say hi to you, bud. Alright, so in our black wagon, there's nothing to do. Let's just commence the rite. We're good to go. You and your fellow exiles gather on the blasted lands called the Nest of Trieste, expecting the imminent commencement of the rites. You see no sign of any adversaries, but then you hear a whooshing sound above. This, then, is what passes for the Nightwings now. Such a rabble. Not even dressed for the occasion yet. It seems the scribes have little pride in their tradition. Hold your tongue, little bird. We have not come for talk. No. You have come on behalf of your commonwealth. Mark well my words, you horned filth. When at last we free ourselves, your home shall burn. With that, the harp swoops off as Jordario glowers after her. It's only then that you realize another harp has come. She is quite serious, I assure you. I can help you sort her out. It's in our mutual interest. You know not of my interest. Let's give this another shot. Hi, my name's Pamitha Thane. The surly one back there, that was my blood sister. No need to judge her harshly, though. We've only just met just now. Though I must say, something about you reminds me of her. How dare you implicate that I have anything in common with your ilk? Just then, Hedwyn shows up to intervene. He whispers something to Jodario. No, Hedwyn, you cannot be serious. Jody, I'm asking you to trust me on this one. Am I perhaps interrupting something? Say, by the by, however, did you make it all this way across the sea? Didn't see you fly in. Trust is something I'm loath to give away, Hedwyn. But you have set our course thus far, and I've followed, so do as you must. That sandalwood better have an explanation for all this. Jodario storms off as Hedwyn turns to you. What's your take on this one, my friend? Our informant wants someone for each mask. I hadn't expected we'd run into a harp, yet here she is. What are you getting from her? You turn your attention to Pamitha, who's been watching with bemused interest. Ah, a reader, are you? Pleasure to make your acquaintance, darling. Well, here I am. Gaze intently all you like and tell your comrades that there's truth of it, why don't you? You sense that she's conflicted about something, though you do not know what. You also sense, however, that her motives, here and now, are earnest. Hedwyn wants to know your impression. She seems alright. Maybe I'm just too trusting, but she seems alright. You tell Hedwyn that you think the group should take its chances with Pamitha, and take her at her word. My thoughts as well. I think and hope Jodario will come around. He then turns to Pamitha. I'm Hedwyn. We'll accept your offer on 2 conditions, if you'll hear me out. Conditions? Why, sure, I love a good condition or 2. First, we're finished here tonight. No, after we're finished here tonight, you come along and make sure that your blood sister and her friends don't give us any trouble when we're headed out. Second, you'll have to find a way to get along with Jodario, whom you met earlier. Brilliant! I had no plans to stick around here anyway. As for your demon friend, no doubt we'll get along famously. Now, I don't suppose you have an extra set of raiments I could use, because I think the rite is getting started. You look up and see that she is right. She has a score to settle. Alright, well that's fine by me. I also have a score to settle. It's called Perfect Flawless Victory. So 30 minutes into this episode, we're finally getting to the meat of the action. Are you ready to rumble? I'm ready to rumble. Let's go.
I thought for sure the stars would have eluded you by now.
You're a dick.
Yet here you are, somehow, upon the nest of Trieste.
I have a boat.
And you've swelled the ranks of your triumvirate not merely with another, but with two. One from the Pyre heart, no less. And one who seeks the favor of the adversaries whom you'll imminently face.
Is that a fact?
They are the essence.
Oh.
Winged terrors, as you soon shall see.
Oh, good. Oh, and it's on a level where there's cracks in the ground, so they can just fly over them. Amazing.
For the vibrant country that was once your home.
From a distance, you observe as Pamitha, now clad in Nightwing raiments, heads towards your adversaries on the right. You. What sort of heated harp would dare take wing against us? Your new companion then loosens the bindings on her mask. Hello there, Tamitha. So that's the other one. Pamitha? Oh dear. Pamitha's blood sister stares back at her a while before responding. What in the saint's name are you doing here with them? So, Saint Trieste Tithys, fifth of the 8 scribes in the Book of Rites, known as the Disciplined or the Blessed Born. The eldest of the Harp Matriarchs, she anointed the Book of Rites and gave its words their power. Cool, okay. So, harps are pretty important. Doubtless come to dig your talons in my back again. No, sister, I have come to have a word with you. Save it. I cannot help but share your poison blood, but I shan't ever count you as my sister. You expect me to believe that you came all this way? For talk? You waste your time as ever. What's life if not a waste of time, dear sister? Give me a chance, why don't you? What do you even have to lose anymore? Besides, I've come a long way. Silence. You shan't have come here, and the time for talk is long since past. If only you could see yourself. Again, consorting with my enemies. Fine then, savor their defeat. But I warn you, stay away from me. Pamitha says nothing more as her blood sister turns away again. Pamitha gets your attention. Listen to me, reader darling. The rest of you are ill-equipped to navigate this place. Let me conduct this right on your behalf, and my wings will bring you victory. Dear lady, your words ring true. This knight is flattered that you had not eaten him as is the tendency among your kind. This knight hereby volunteers his post in the triumvirate for thee. Sir Gilman refuses to participate in the rites this night so that Pamitha can face her sister. God damn it. I was going to use Gilman. I'm a little mad. You observe the treacherous terrain. Pamitha should be better suited to the rites here than the rest of you. Largely because there's cracks in the ground. So, equip Faith Stone in your cargo. Let's see, grants the bearer +2 hope. Yeah, you could use it. Let's go. Not my favorite relic, but let's go. Why? I thought you never to ask there, darling. I accept. Good for you. If the little bird is going to conduct the rites for us, then I shall not. It's like the human resource manager all over again. Alright, so, if Pamitha's in the middle, let's see, what other things do we have here? I know that Jody's got a relic that I want in my pocket right now, because it's going to give us a little bit of extra cash if we use it on the right character, which in this case I think is Tizo, really. We give this to Tizo. Tizo gets picked. Perfect. He's got a sizable aura, so that actually ends up expanding it and keeping Pamitha in a good spot. Tizo promises to do his best against Pamitha and the Essence. So the fact that he flies also helps. Now, we could use, like, a regular person. I'm thinking that Headwind here would actually be pretty sweet, considering that we get double the stamina as a result. And it's been a little while. If we use him, he'll actually level up to level 3, which is huge. What do I want for a relic out of you, though? If I give you more presence, that'll allow you to... I mean, you're already going to have a bigger aura than the vast majority of them. I think you need to be quicker, maybe. Yeah, that's a good plan. The other option is that we give him the moon crest so that way he has like a 50% chance of just coming back. You know what? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Because if that works out properly, then Headwind ends up being an excellent, like an excellent help in the back line. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna be able to sit back, defend, toss the ball up, and like keep his team, you know, happy and healthy in terms of stamina. So that's nice. You can count on me, my friend. Good thing too.
It is done.
Come then, sister. Perhaps when we are finished here, you'll spare a moment of your time. I shan't be tricked by you again, Pamitha. How poetic that we meet here on the downside. I can think of nowhere else where I'd rather see you rot for what you did. To our people and to me. Oh, okay, well there's definitely some drama there. Pamitha seems to sense your presence, and then catches your attention. Hello there, reader darling. If I'm to be at your mercy in all this, I'd like it very much if you could minimize how often I'm to wallow in a state of banishment. Quickly, let me show you what we sisters of the High Wing Remnants can do. Alright, so
You put yourself amidst a few
you can fly around. This is pretty sweet. Yes, I did. That was probably a bad move.
entirely unwise. Even for you.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Tread lightly around that exiled Pamitha.
So this dash has a knockback. Cool.
Saint Triesta's grace.
Hold B to tackle. This is going to be probably the most useful one that we have. The tackle that she has is actually astoundingly cool. It's super helpful. See, darling, we harps, we're not so bad. Now, I suppose we'd better get to work, hmm? Just don't go underestimating Tamith over there. I trust you'll do the best you can. To the skies, sisters! Talon formation! Oh, good for you. They got talon formations and everything. Go.
There goes Tamitha.
Whee! Nice try, asshats. So, the harps are actually, arguably, like, way too good.
Down goes that one.
Never mind. Wah! I tried to pass the ball to them so that way I'd actually have something to work with. I was very wrong to do so. Ooh, I got money out of that one. That was nice. Boink! Pass it over to Tizo. Tizo gets another point. Get over here. Pass it over to Edwin. Edwin gets it. Okay, Edwin, time to go. Pass the ball. Pass the ball. Good boy. What? Jump! Yes! The dunk. It's so good. Tizo, was it? Tell me something. You know how to fly? What does that mean? Tizo's rather proud of his ability to flutter, as a matter of fact. Then listen up. My blood sister there, she'll swoop right past you if you're careless. But we harps simply cannot get much altitude down here. So, if she goes for any unfair tricks, just jump for it and catch her in the act. She always hated when I used to do that to her. Alright. What? Oops. Oh, bad. I got owned. Oh, but then you got owned too. What up? Excuse me? You think you have the high ground here, Anakin? You are so wrong. No. Oh. Whoa! That was way too close. Toss the bomb over to Tizo, who will then sprint over, then flutter because he can, and then he's going to get dropped. That's fine. But guess who's got a very large aura? Oh, shit, I messed up. Oh, I messed up twice. I forgot about the presents. Okay, so here's a problem. How do we get through all this? They keep landing on the lava, which is a really nice like bonus for us. Oh, yeah, nice try, asshats.
All of the essence
That's huge. Now fly up. Yeah, the dodge. And the slam dunk. Very nice.
one careless step.
Get punked.
Now go.
Go, go, go. Jump. Land it. Yes, the dunk is good. All right, we only need one more, and Pamitha is on the field. They're toast. Damn you, Pamitha. You are no true Thane. To think that you have the gall to call me sister. Still, after everything you've wrought upon us. I hate to break it to you, Tamitha, but I don't think of my actions, however much they hurt you, had any effect on our familial status. Look, I know I wronged you. That's why I'm here. You don't know my side of the story. Your side of the story? If I wanted to hear more lies and deceptions, I ought to have asked the Commonwealth to stay my sentence for a while. Well, if you have come all this way to face me, Pamitha, then come and do it. You and me. You think that you see Pamitha shake her head. Everyone, stay back. Prevail over Tamitha. Well, this will be easy. Boom. Or not. Or yes. That was equally hilarious. Gotcha. That worked barely. Fly, 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 fly. Yeah! Slam dunk. Flawless victory. I called it.
Accomplished effortlessly, I might add.
Oh, thank you. That was probably one of the best matches we had this entire series so far. You Commonwealth filth. Only through the traitor's help could you have beaten us. You postponed the coming of our liberty, but we are ever patient. And our sisters on the other side shall have their day, with or without my aid. Tamitha, wait, please. You found good company there, Pamitha. May you wither here with them. I hope you sincerely shan't ever meet again. Pamitha stands motionless as her blood sister departs. Rahul! Tizo's trying to let Pamitha know that the others are returning to the wagon. Sure. I don't see why not.
The 8 scribes bless
Alright,
us
so
with
there's
their
our ding.
ways.
We wanted that on Headwind. I used to think the scribes were just the stuff of stories, but all this really is their doing, isn't it? Yes, it is, my friend. Level up again. So that's his second real level up. Let's see. Getting 50% more stamina, allowing him to sprint and jump more often. Neat. Power casting, his aura travels in a wider, longer line than usual. Also very neat. Jumps into airborne adversaries. He banishes them. There's some really good stuff in there. While bearing the orb, Headwind and his allies move with the orb and pass it more quickly, or may instantly return banished allies by moving to where they fell. Neat idea. I think that we just give him more stamina. We start working towards getting some of these really tricky, very cool abilities over here. Alright, so Jody gets some rest experience. Ruki gets some rest experience. Tizo levels up, which is nice.
Tizo appears to have a certain
Tizo just had a flash of inspiration about his role in the Rights, and as part of the Nightwings. Good for you, buddy. Wait, what do we have access to now? You can banish adversaries in a much wider area. After casting his implode ability, Tizo returns much faster than normal. Okay, what do you do? If he's banished, he drops a moon sign. There's some good stuff here, especially this. But I think it's important for us to be able to banish people and then immediately come back. That's gonna be pretty big for us. So you do not level up from this. I'm a little sad, Pamitha. You are amazing, given enough time and a little bit of practice. Until the stars align. We just need to keep Pamitha around and then keep leveling her up. She's really, really good, and she's a lot of fun to play with. So, especially once she gets going. Her unique trinket later on down the line is actually stupid. After thwarting the essence with great prowess, you and the others return to your wagon to consider your next move, and how best to integrate Pamitha into the group. Don't worry, I won't be staying any longer than it takes. I like my fresh air, so I can sleep up on the roof. I trust the rights will cause my path and Tamitha's to cross again before long. You're welcome with us for now, Pamitha. Trust is what got us here. Isn't that right, Ruki? But Ruki does not seem to hear the question. He has been rather quiet since first encountering your new guest. Pamitha shoots him one of her smiles. He stammers something about having to check the wagon and wails again. Oh, Ruki likes her. He runs off. During this discussion, the minstrel pulls you aside. Reader, ask for a moment of your time outside. Yeah, sure thing, bud. What's up? There's somewhere I may ask we go. Here in Black Basin, reader. By your leave, of course, and provided that the stars allow it. Would you look upon them for us, please? Alright. What up, friend? Oh, it seems we're going to this big pink one. Lou, the Vernal Star. It's got a big, big pink tree. Hey, that sounds cool. I could use a little bit of color now that we've been in, like, I mean, a bog, a storm, a volcano, all very cool, but I like my forests. The glade of Lude, directly due west. Then, it is just as my client indicated. This client of yours, our informant, Sandalwood. He entrusted us with this wagon, this quest. Why? What does he want from us? You may ask him yourself. He awaits us, somewhere in Wakingwood, due west. Wakingwood, a labyrinth of a forest on the western half of Black Basin. Few know their way around it. That's good to know. The path to the sacred Mount Elodial lies far beyond these suffocating woods. Oh, that's what they are. Okay, amazing. Never mind, forget what I said. We're back in the hell, boys. How do we find him? He shall find us. It seems you are soon to finally meet Sandalwood. At dawn, you shall have to cross a single narrow path leading west, where he supposedly awaits. Ooh? Ah, Pameth is good to go, and she brought along some moonshine. Kept close at hand on the off chance of a good occasion, or a very bad one. Nice. She seems to have something on her mind. You approach Pamitha, who's kept to herself since she joined your small band. You sense she is unaware of you as she preens her flight feathers, but then she speaks up before you can do the same. Come to check up on me, reader darling. In those first moments when we met, that vote of confidence in me which you relayed to that nice headwind boy. I'm grateful you were willing to see past these wings. One of your kind's ancient enemies just happens to insert herself into your group and you just go with it? I mean, you seem like a nice person and, I mean, you brought your own booze, so... However, I assure you that my motives here are plain. You'll see. I have business with my blood sister Tamitha and nothing more. You briefly met, I think. She's quite the catch. As to the little quibble between us, well, it's a long story all in all. One that's frankly no one's business but hers and mine. Surely we'll run into her again. Maybe not soon, but in time. And we have the rest of our long lives to wait. Anyway, happy to aid you in your quest until such time, especially to the extent what it aids me in mine. A simple exchange. Until then, stay vigilant, darling. You needn't concern yourself with making small talk with someone like me. And besides, we harps have a saying. Liars abound. She swoops away before you can respond. That's a very trusting thing to say. Well, that's going to do it for this episode. Woo! It's a bit of a long one. Thank you everybody so much for watching. Hope you folks are enjoying yourselves. If you are, be sure to let me know. Hit the like button down below. And if you want to see some more videos, subscribe for some more videos. But next time, we're off to see Lou. Or to follow Lou, the Vernal Star. And maybe even meet Sandalwood. Peace.